Okay, whole food plant people, what am I eating for breakfast today? Let's take a look. There we go. We have basmati rice, broccoli, tomato, and nutritional yeast. Now, why am I eating this? Well, first of all, my wife made it last night and it's delicious. And secondly, here are the health reasons according to the experts I've been watching and reading and listening to. The basmati brown rice, according to healthline.com, you want to be careful not to eat too much basmati brown rice or any brown rice. About 3 servings a week should be fine, they say, maybe a little bit more. But if you eat too much, you might want to be careful to avoid the arsenic overdose. So that's something to watch, which can actually cause cancer, heart disease, type 2 diabetes. But a few servings a week should be fine according to healthline.com. But according to webmd.com, brown rice in normal proportions can lower the risk of heart disease and your cholesterol levels and blood pressure, and it's just a really good whole food, whole grain to have in your meal. Broccoli is amazing. Just found this out by doing some extra research from Dr. Greger of nutritionfacts.org. Don't cook whole broccoli, he says. First chop it and then cook. Why? Because there is an ingredient called sulforaphane, which is, if we chop fresh broccoli, wait 40 minutes, the sulforaphane is already made by then. So we can cook the broccoli and get the health benefits. If we just cook the broccoli without chopping it, this magical sulforaphane is destroyed and the enzymes in it are destroyed. So there are little enzymes that can make it in there. So sulforaphane in broccoli can, get this, protect our brains, which is fantastic because that kind of runs the show, protect our eyesight, protect our bodies against free radicals, boost our detox enzymes, and also help prevent and treat cancer. So who doesn't want to prevent cancer? I do. So another thing, let's see, I'm looking at my notes here. Oh yeah, whole tomatoes. These tomatoes, boom. I just took a whole tomato and threw it in the pot this morning and warmed it up. And it warmed up and it just becomes delicious. You bite into it and there's this juice that comes out. It's amazing. And it's not too hot. So whole tomato, we get more lycopene from cooked tomatoes compared to raw tomatoes. And that lycopene can actually help prevent and treat depression, heart disease, cancer. Once again, got that info again from Dr. Greger on nutritionfacts.org. I keep saying Greger because of how he spells it, Greger. It looks like Greger. It's not Greger, it's Greger. So nutritional yeast is the last thing I sprinkled in there, along with some cracked pepper and some other, a little bit of garlic powder for the herbs and spices. But nutritional yeast has B12 in the form of cyanocobalamin, which is what Dr. Greger and others recommend, that is vital for those of us who eat plant diets and are skipping animal products and dairy altogether, which these experts highly recommend, and I have instituted in my own meal regimen, and everything is going swimmingly since I've gotten rid of everything, including fish. And yes, chicken is a meat. That was from my mom. All right, so Doctors Estelston, Greger, and Dr. T. Colin Campbell all detail why animal products are the reason for failed health. So I recommend researching the idea of eliminating all animal products, including dairy, from the diet. But without B12, which occurs naturally in animal products, we plant eaters need to eat B12, and we need to find it. And you can find it in some foods. One of the foods is more of an additive, it's B12, but you want to make sure that when you're reading, if you're taking a supplement or if you're reading in nutrition facts on a food, it has to be B12 in the form of cyanocobalamin to get the benefits. So long-term deficiencies can in B12, if we don't get enough, can lead to paralysis, psychosis, blindness, and even death. So it's very important that you get this taken care of and consult your doctor first. I'm not a doctor, but it's very important that we plant eaters look at our B12 consumption, because Dr. Greger says we will not see the deficiency or notice any problems right away. We will over time start to develop problems. So we've got to take care of this immediately and continue it throughout our diet. The good news is that pills are easy to get. You can get a vitamin B12 supplement and just take that. And also Nutritional Yeast offers it, again, in the form of cyanocobalamin. So according to Dr. Greger at nutritionfacts.org, under 65, you want to grab 50 micrograms per day. So that's like 3 or 4 servings of nutritional yeast, right? Not a big deal. Nutritional yeast has 15 micrograms per serving, and I'm telling you, this stuff is so delicious. It's only 2 tablespoons per serving, and you can sprinkle it in anything, salads, food like I just made. So over 65 age, you want to get about 1,000 per day per Dr. Greger. So at that point, you might want to look into a supplement, add more. Thank you for watching Whole Food Plant People. I originally started this channel to help my son, who's going to be going away to college for next year. He's been living at home for a while, but he wants to improve his own diet. And he keeps asking me, well, you know, my mom shops for food. He lives with his mother. So my mom shops for food. What am I going to do? How am I going to get these foods? Well, he needs real practical ideas, and I think we all do. And I think that was the biggest stumbling block for me in the beginning, was that I knew I wanted to eat better, but what do I eat? Where do I get it? So this is just a bag of Basmati brown rice from the store, a bag of frozen organic broccoli, some organic ripe tomatoes that we picked out at a grocery store, and a can of Bragg, a jar of Bragg nutritional yeast. It's always backwards because I'm old and I don't know how to use the computer. All right, so thanks for watching Whole Food Plant People. If you want to see what's coming next, I'm going to start adding more and more of these meals per day, what I'm eating and why it's healthy. Please subscribe and like if you like. And most of all, please let me know what you're thinking and about this topic. Is there anything you'd like me to address or answer? I'll go out and do some research, and I will not make it up. I'll make sure that we're all being educated properly and we have practical ideas. Take it easy.